you, this ought to be a tremendous matchup. So New Mexico State's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles offense has the ball first today. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
Ito is amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff Awards. The tradition at the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Got the quick pass. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there you do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
Just feeds the running back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
And the Noles have this offense rolling. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Now, 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Eleventh play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
There's so many offensive coordinators script first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field now.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So New Mexico State's the offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around it.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He'll try it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers were fooled. They came down hard, quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for the loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Stanley. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the grab. It's Carter. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid. A shot there, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stanley. There's a little room there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. It's Webster. Fires on the move. Working on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Gives it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And he tried to... With that punt instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Berry. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Run inside. It's Stanley. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Cavaliers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Coach Sanchez at the half. His biggest frustration right now is not being more productive on offense. He understands the home environment is a challenge. Communication has been an issue at times, but he said they are just out-toughing us at the line of scrimmage. He said we've got to start establishing our rhythm, get into a rhythm, and start making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well stick with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at touchdown, New Mexico State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the pitch. Makes a pass to Marker. Racing down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball in the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running inside, it's Stanley. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Might have a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. And here comes the offense on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. Pick off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. To the air, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the... It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Here's a heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
To the air, it's Daniels. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
The Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
He's looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to the run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Touchdown Seminoles! Special teams proving to be special.
And this is exactly how you close out games, David. Defense gets the stop, they force the punt, and this guy can change the game. If you can make the first guy miss, good things happen. That's exactly what happened there. They're now blowing this game open late.
Blowing it open, making the big play. He secures the catch first, job number 1, right? And then just seeing the vision of where to go, how to follow your blocker, stay away from the other color jersey, make the big play, and add to their lead.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are, with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Webster. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Here's the pressure. And they got him.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Rushes on him, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.